Okay, we're out at my sister's house. This is her new house, and I took you with us to the Granite store, and she picked out her countertops that she wanted. And so if you missed that video, you'll want to check that out. But she chose it, and so I wanted to show you a before. Kevin, where's the light for this room? I want to show you a before of her countertops because they are replacing the countertops and the sink because Jennifer wanted a new sink. And so you have this piece over here. I want to get a good before. And then over here, oh, that's okay, you're not my way. Then over here, they're going to replace this countertop as well. So Jennifer, they're replacing the sink. Are they bringing a sink or did you get a sink?
She got a sink. It's right there on the thing.
Oh, this is the sink.
This ain't the sink. This is the faucet.
Oh, this is the faucet.
The
okay.
sink is going to be one solid piece. It's not going to have a space in the middle.
Okay.
It's going to be up underneath.
Okay.
Yeah. But you'll be able to film it tomorrow because look how pretty.
Yeah, it's just really, really old. We replaced ours within the first 3 months of us moving in our house.
Yeah, it makes a big difference.
Okay, we're back out at my sister's house, and she got her granite countertops. How long did it take them to put them in, Jennifer?
About 2 hours.
2 hours, and so there's this one counter. Now they are still moving in, so you see boxes and stuff, but and they put a new faucet at the sink.
And a new sink.
And a new sink, yeah.
It's a solid sink.
A new sink. See,
we
we don't have a dishwasher, so we like having each side, one to wash, one to rinse.
When I wash my dishes in that, I like it better.
You like it better?
Yeah, I do.
Because Kevin has never understood why people have one sink, but a lot of people have
I love
those.
it. Because when you got a big pan, that big pan goes right down in there. You don't have no problem with it.
That's true, yeah. And here's the other little piece. And I want to show you her dogs because you all have never seen her dogs.
That's Tank.
This is the big one is Tank, and then his name is
Butch.
Butch, and Tank is so fat.
He's half Australian Shepherd, half Blue Heeler. This is a Diesel. This is my daughter's boyfriend's dog.
Yeah, and he's a puppy, isn't he?
Yeah, he's only like 15 weeks old and he's huge.
And how old is Tank?
Tank's about 5 years old. Look at the slobber. Tank's about 5 and Butch is about 3.
And you're a good boy, aren't you?
And he's a Blue Heeler.
And they follow Jennifer everywhere she goes.
They call Blue Heelers Velcro dogs.
Oh, do they? I didn't know that.
We don't have to, because they stick with people.
So we have come in at home, and we're here early, so nobody's here. But they've gotten some of their Halloween stuff out. And I'm not going to like do a video of it because they haven't gotten everything out. But I thought I would just kind of walk down through here. All this is clearance, so they have a huge clearance section, but I do see some new items. Like that is pretty creepy. It says try me. Oh, it just lights up. But they're, you know, I always wonder every year, are they gonna have new Halloween stuff out? And they do. They actually have. Yeah, those pillows are pretty cool. But they have the big blow-ups, big inflatables, and let's see. Oh, there's the big spider. That, when we bought our spider years ago for out front, I love, that looks like a dragon eye. When we bought our spider years ago, this is where we bought it. I love this. That is so retro. I absolutely love that. I think that is amazing. And Kevin probably hates it. It is so retro. Look, I think they're asking too much money for it. I think $20 is too much. But I love the retro look. Get your witchy on. So they have Jack Skellington, Oogie Boogie. They have Ghost. They have dragons, if you like dragons. Ashley loves, what is the name of that movie? Little Shop of Horrors. They have Sally. Ooh, and I spot a jack-o'-lantern over there. Make your own magic. So they have books and signs, dream reader. Ooh, I like these pumpkins up here because that looks like a celestial kind of. And then these are yard signs over here for Thanksgiving and for fall. Here's some more breakable pumpkins to sit around. They're very pretty though. Ooh, and this aisle's full. We have some snake on the pillow, and then this. If the shoe fits, Wicked Witch. These are cute. They're like candy corn trees. I've never seen those before. This is where magic happens. She's really pretty. If you collect dolls, that would be really pretty. Yeah. And look, they like the Christmas trees, Kevin.
Oh, yeah.
They have them in black now. Let's see what color they are. Yeah. Yeah.
I do like the wishes tree. Look at the pumpkins that are candy corn.
Where?
White, orange, and yellow.
Oh, this. I didn't notice that it was 3 colors. And that would be cute for a bedroom for a little kid. And then they have the little witch. He's,
oh, no,
yeah.
all faces covered up. That's a cute color.
I saw that. Yeah, it is cute. And then let's see. This is more like craftsy stuff, or actually, this is more. Yes, he's cute. This is more like just fall, like not Halloween specific, but just fall stuff. So I bet you, since they have their stuff out, I bet you Michael's has some stuff out too. Left Walmart, and I wanted to give a shout out. I doubt he watches these videos, but I want to say it was a neat experience anyway, even if he doesn't watch these videos. We met a viewer, and his name is Robert. I won't say his last name because I don't know if he'd want me to say his last name, but his name is Robert. And years ago, one of his sister passed away, and we showed her grave at the Lexington Cemetery. And so he knew us from our videos, and he made sure that he stopped us and said hello. And I thought that was so nice of him. And he's just he's hilarious. He has told us several stories while we were standing there in Walmart, and he was just a super nice guy. But I told him, I said, you know, that's something that we don't mind doing, you know, if we can. The Lexington Cemetery and even the Winchester Cemetery, if you have a relative in the Lexington Cemetery or the Winchester Cemetery and you live in another state and you just say, hey, do you mind going by this person's grave? Then we don't mind at all, because
as long as we can find it.
Yeah, well, we don't mind the search for it, and they have, and at least in Lexington, they have a machine where you can, I think you can do it online too, but you can like type in the person's last name and you can find out where they're buried, and so it's really nice. So that's just something that we don't mind doing at all, because a lot of times families live. We met a lady yesterday with Ashley, and she has like 3 children, and each one of her children lives in a different state. So, you know, chances are they're not going to come back home when they die to be buried. They're going to be buried in their own state. So I always feel bad if somebody has a relative and they can't come to their grave. So at least you would be able to see it on one of the videos. So, but in case Robert was watching, I want to let you know it was very, very nice to meet you. He goes around and he works on ATM machines. So he was at the ATM machine in Walmart, and I told him, I said, yeah, but this is where you want to be because it is hot. How hot do you think it is?
My car says it's 95. I don't think it's that hot, but it's probably 90.
It is pretty hot outside. Like today's the day. If you had a pool, you would want to be in the pool, but I bet you even the pool water would be warm because we've had days and days of heat. Now, I told Kevin though, I'm not complaining because I would rather have this weather than snow any day. Because cold, I've gotten to the age where just cold really gets into my bones. And once I get cold, it's hard to get warm up. So I'm not going to complain about the heat. I'm very thankful that we have air conditioning and, you know, we can just stay inside. So anyway, I just wanted to say hello to Robert in case he was watching and to thank him for stopping us and introducing himself. So Kevin did something today that he didn't want to do. He did not want to do, but I wanted to tell you about it because I'm always hoping that I can help somebody else. So we're going to name the insurance companies, right?
Yeah,
we had AAA insurance.
We currently have at this moment.
We currently have AAA insurance. We do not have AAA as
membership.
Membership,
Yeah, like the roadside assistance and stuff like that.
Yes, we don't have membership. We just have AAA insurance, and we've had them for probably 5 years. They've always been
5 to 8 years, something like that.
Yeah, they've always been cheap, but they've always given us a good price, and they're very convenient. They're right inside Lexington. They have a great big, really nice place in Hamburg if you're in the Lexington area.
Of course, that's changed now.
Oh, has it?
Yeah, it's a brokerage now. It's not just AAA. They sell all kinds of
Oh, I didn't know that. But, so, it's been like a month and a half ago, I was actually bragging on them. It was during a vlog. We were in the car, and I remember we were headed to Lexington, and I said I was so impressed because they were going to be sending us a check in the mail, and the check was because of this whole virus thing that's going on. People haven't been driving like they normally do.
Yeah, I got a full tank of gas. It's lasted me a month.
Yeah, and so they send us a check. I don't remember how much the check was for. It's not like it was big money or anything like that, but they did send us a check in the mail. Let's say it was 55 bucks. Well, then that was 55 bucks, and I thought, wow, this is awesome.
I think a lot of insurance companies did that.
They probably did. So we pay for our insurance a year at a time. So our year is up. So we got the bill in the mail, and our don't go, Ashley.
I don't know who's...
It's a salesman, so don't go. That's so nice.
It's nice to have the camera.
To have a security camera and be like, nope, not going to the door. Because we don't know you, stranger. So anyway, we got our bill.
We got our bill in June.
In June. And
like the renewal notice. Like, here's what we're going to do to renew.
And it was going up like, what, $400?
Mm-hmm.
It was going to be $400.
That's just auto.
Yeah, just for the auto. It was going to be $400 additional dollars than it normally was.
I'm thinking our homeowner's policy went up at $300 or $400 as well.
Yeah, and see, I didn't even know that.
we don't pay attention to that as much because it comes out of our monthly house payment. And our house payment did go up, though.
Our house payment did go up.
And it would have only been because of insurance.
Right. So, yeah, so...
now they're knocking.
Yeah, now they're knocking on the door. But literally, we have no idea who this person is. But, so, car insurance was going to go up. Homeowner insurance was going to go up. So, I basically told Kevin, I said, you need to call around to some other places. I said it because I feel like we're getting screwed. And I mean, that's exactly how I said it. I just feel like by it going up that much, I feel like that's way too much money to be paying. And I just did not feel good about it at all. And Kevin had it in his mind built up like it was going to be a big deal. He thought that he's on a Segway.
No, that's not a Segway. That's one of those little motorized skateboard looking.
It looks like a Segway.
What are they called? They're the wheels and a base. That's it. And he's standing on it. And
I
rolling
don't
off.
know, but wow, that was cool.
Keeps him walking.
So yeah, because it's hot as heck outside. And there, here he goes back down the street. I can't imagine wanting to go door to door today in this heat. But anyway, Kevin had it built up in his mind that it was going to be a lot of trouble to switch insurances. He didn't want to call. No, and you thought that you would have to deal with something with the mortgage.
Yeah, I thought I'd have to change all that over. Plus, I was waiting for AAA to get back with me with an updated quote because they were having to do something with the system and stuff. So I was waiting for them to give me an updated quote.
He had told them, he said, "This is too much money. Can you do any better?" Right. So he was hoping they would come back to him with a lower quote.
And then what drug it out, long story short, what drug it out was the policy somehow in the system, it got messed up to where they couldn't actually do anything. So they were going to try stuff and they couldn't try anything because they couldn't do anything with the system. So they basically had to rebuild the whole policy in their computer system. And then it came back, it was the same.
It was the same amount. So they didn't go down at all.
And they said I could save, what did I tell you, $400? Yeah, I could have saved $400 if I had signed up for some kind of e-value plan, which basically is just I had to become a AAA member and they would have given me a discount of $400.
Right.
But I don't know how much membership is, so I may have still been out. I was still only probably would have saved $200 or $300.
Yeah, I don't think you would have saved that much. So he called. Who did you call?
Allstate.
He called Allstate, and well, what he did was he looked online first. He did some. You put some numbers in online, didn't you?
I did, but basically it came back with I knew Allstate. I've heard of them, and you know it's a good.
They're well known,
and, you know.
And so basically, it was.
I called a local agent.
Yeah, and it wasn't. It's no trouble at all as far as your mortgage goes.
No, they take care of everything.
Yeah, they take care of it. But I wanted to tell you how much money we're saving. We're going to save on.
Well, hold on. We'll do the property, the homeowners, because it's not as much.
Okay.
We're saving $884 a year in homeowners insurance. So that means you divide that by 12. That's how much our monthly payment's going to go down.
Right. So our house payment will go down because we switched insurance.
But still.
And then what about our car?
The big one is the auto. Now we did adjust the deductible a little bit, but not a lot.
Okay.
But still, we're saving $1,400.
So it was worth it. It was totally worth it.
And Tammy's, Allstate only lets you pay auto for 6 months. Now the home it does for a year, but the auto it only does for 6 months. And Tammy's like, yeah, but in 6 months they're probably gonna raise your rate.
I think
so.
And
I said, unless they raise it $1,000, it's still saving us money. So it really doesn't matter.
That's my theory. So some of you might work in the insurance field. I don't know if you do, but my theory is because AAA always and whoever my sister goes with, she always pays for a whole year.
He said it was a discounted. Oh.
So for me, I'm thinking my theory is if they're only letting you pay for 6 months at a time, it's definitely going to go up.
It's definitely an opportunity for them to change your rates more often. Yeah.
So I just warned Kevin. I said, that's fine. Just be prepared. In 6 months, you might be doing this again.
Yeah, but I think all of them do that. They're all going to change.
But
I did have a question though. If any of you all have Allstate, they have this program called DriveWise. Rewards you for safe driving. If you have Allstate, have you ever used that? I'm pretty sure I 90% know what it does. You have the app on your phone, and it basically monitors you while you drive. It checks your speed and all that stuff. I'm just curious if it's really worth doing it, or do you never get anything back from it? You know, if you go 2 miles over the speed limit, do you not get anything? You know, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
So I'm just curious what it's like. So
right.
Somebody that's got experience with it, let us know.
Right. So I just wanted to let you know that it wasn't any trouble at all. So if you get your insurance bill and it's gone up a lot, because for us that was, I think, a significant rise in price, then I wanted to let you know don't hesitate to call around, because there's always another company that's going to be cheaper.
Yeah, and if you call the company, if they're not cheaper, you just say thank you and go on. You don't have to get it.
I remember years ago when Kevin and I were first married, I remember calling agency after agency. I mean, because we were a lot younger and
didn't have any money.
yeah, and I mean, so I would call like 5 or 6 places. So Kevin just got fortunate that this was really the first place you looked into, wasn't it?
Yeah, I looked into another one, and they were not much cheaper.
Yeah. So just call around. I just wanted everybody to know that it was definitely worth your while.
That wasn't any big deal at all.
Kevin and I watched the movie last night. It's called Greyhound. It has Tom Hanks in it. And I know it's on Apple TV. So a lot of people, if you don't get Apple TV, then you won't be able to watch it. To me, this is one of those movies, it was a one-time thing. It was an hour and a half, and it's not anything that I would ever watch again. Elizabeth Shue is in it for probably, I don't know.
Total of 10 minutes.
Yeah, and honestly, there was absolutely no reason for her to be in the movie at all. The only reason was to, I guess, give her a paycheck and to say that there was a woman in the movie. Because truly, she was not needed at all. But the movie is, I told Kevin when we finished it, I said, it's a one-note movie. It's the same, it starts, and they're on this battleship, and they're going after Germans, and the Germans are coming after them, and the movie never changes throughout the whole thing. There's never any like real moments where it plummets, or where there's a lot of drama. It's just the same. It's the same thing throughout the whole movie. It just, there wasn't a lot to it at all, I did not think. So, I like war movies, just so you know. I really, really like war movies. There's all kinds of them that I love. So, this was just one that I just didn't think it was anything. What was your opinion?
I liked it. It was definitely worth watching once.
I didn't think it was bad. I'm not saying I
loved it. Watching once. But I agree with you. It was kind of a, you know, they're telling a journey of like a few days, and pretty much they're on the water. So there's lots of running back and forth and yelling out stuff.
And a lot of repetition.
Yeah.
So,
like, fire this, turn this, do this, check this.
Well, he'll say.
But I mean, that's how it was.
That's how it was. You had to repeat. So like Tom Hanks would give a command, and then one of the officers would repeat exactly what he said. And so, yes, I realized that's how it was. But it was just...
For a movie, it makes for repetition.
For a movie, it was truly... I haven't watched a movie... I can't give you another example of a movie like it. Because there's always highs and lows, and something emotional or something scary or something traumatic or dramatic, and this just had none of that. It was just you know, the stuff was happening throughout the whole thing, and it just never wavered, and it's just like, okay, I'm ready for this to be over with now. I just didn't think it was anything.
Yeah.
So you know, like I said, it was a one-time movie. It definitely wasn't like The Hurt Locker that I would watch over and over again.
Yeah, it had more of a story in it.
Yeah, The Hurt Locker had more of a story. Yeah, this one just, so I'm just trying to let you know that if you can't watch it, I personally don't think you're missing anything. But I haven't been impressed, as far as Tom Hanks movies go. I wasn't that impressed with the one, Mr. Rogers, either. I
really don't like Mr.
Rogers. It was, for me, that was a one-time thing too. That I would rather watch, and I said this when we watched it, I would rather watch the Mr. Rogers, the actual documentary with Fred Rogers, than to watch that movie with Tom Hanks. I didn't think it was that good. So, I just haven't been impressed with, I like Tom Hanks a lot. I like a lot of his movies, but just haven't been that impressed with it lately. So you're probably wondering what Kevin's working on. He is working. He likes to do, not only does he like to do the metal earth stuff, but which is pieces of metal that you fold and you turn into different objects.
I want to know if anybody, before we say what it is, does anybody recognize these shoes?
Those are shoes. Hold them, yeah. Does anyone recognize those? Because I'm going to tell you what they are. So Kevin likes to do paper crafts. And so like at Halloween, when I've done the house tour, Halloween house tour, I've shown you on our dining room table, Kevin has made like the Haunted Mansion and the Psycho House, things like that, but he likes paper crafts. So this one, how many years ago did you start this?
I've had this for probably 10 years.
And
I
he
only
just
really started cutting it and actually doing anything with it probably a year ago.
and he started it and he just put it down and he's never gone back to it because usually he's working on a metal by earth. He does have metal earth models to put together, but he's wanting to he's wanting to record them for a video, and
I just don't have a good setup.
he doesn't have the setup right now, so he's waiting. He could have the setup, he just hasn't put time into it yet. So I told him, I said, why don't you work on Marvin the Martian? That's whose feet those are, Marvin the Martian. And Marvin's feet and I think his little skirt, his legs and his skirt have been sitting for a while. That's his body. They've been sitting for a long time. And did you start working on that in the old house?
No. It's been
Okay, so we've only lived here for 8 years.
Yeah, I probably started this probably a year ago.
Oh, okay. I thought it was longer ago than that. Okay, I thought he had it longer than that.
I've had it printed for longer than that.
Okay, but
Yeah,
to
but actually
work.
start cutting it and gluing it, I haven't had that.
Okay, so that is what he's working on today, is his Marvin the Martian. So once he gets it finished, it won't be during this vlog, because these paper crafts tend to take much longer than the metal art.
Well, the directions aren't as good either.
Right, so and you have to glue things, you have to wait for the glue to dry. Metal earth doesn't require any cutting or gluing or anything like that. So it's a lot more involved when you do the paper crafts. But when he finally finishes it, I'll definitely be showing it to you during a vlog.